As the fifth son of Sima Yan, Sima Wei was made a prince at 6 years old by his emperor father, but he grew up to become known for his volatile temper. Despite this, he was known for his generosity towards the people, and is the second of the 8 princes within the War of the 8 Princes. Emperor Wu took Yang Yan as his first empress in 266, but in 274 she fell ill and became concerned that the next empress would not favour her disabled son Sima Zhong. When Emperor Wu was distressed over her sickness, she asked him to marry her cousin Yang Ji, and he agreed. Yang became favoured by the emperor, who had over 10,000 concubines at that time, so her father Yang Jun not only became a key official, but also extremely arrogant. After Sima Yan conquered Wu in 280, he became largely obsessed with feasting and women, and tired of handling important matters of the state. At this time, Yang Jun and his brothers Yang Yao and Yang Ji were the ones making all the actual decisions and became very powerful. Emperor Wu soon grew ill himself, so considered both Yang Jun and his uncle Sima Liang to become regents. Yang Jun was fearful, so had Sima Liang posted to Xuchang, while several other imperial princes were relocated to key cities. Sima Liang didn't leave, however, so the emperor resolved to let both Yang and Sima take up the position. After he wrote his will, however, it was seized by Yang Jun, who removed Sima Liang from the picture. Late into his father's reign, Sima Wei was created as the Prince of Chu and charged with military command over Jing province. When his half-brother Sima Zhong ascended the throne the following year as Emperor Hui, Yang Jun became his regent. He was criticised for spending too much energy on making himself secure, and also for not attending Emperor Wu's burial. He knew that he had made a lot of enemies, so tried to pacify them by giving widespread promotions, but this only served to highlight his weakness. He was fearful of the emperor's ambitious wife Jianlan Fang, so had the imperial edicts co-signed by his daughter Yang Ji. Even his associates, including his brother Yang Ji, tried to persuade him to invite Sima Liang back to help calm things down, a move that Yang Jun repeatedly refused. Many other people were also unhappy with his hold on power, especially Jianlan Feng, whose ambition he greatly feared. Even though he ordered his edicts to be co-signed by his daughter as a safety measure, Xia still eventually entered into a conspiracy. She convinced Dong Meng, Meng Guan and Li Zhao against the Yangs, and also tried to include Sima Liang, but as he declined, she persuaded Sima Wei instead. As she could easily control her husband, she had him issue an edict declaring Yang Jun a criminal while summoning Sima Wei and Sima Yao. Sima Wei arrived at the capital Luoyang with his troops in April of 291 to attack and defend against counterattacks. It quickly became clear that Yang Jun was in trouble. He declined his strategist's plan to burn down the palace gate to halt the advance of the imperial guards. Yang Ji herself became trapped in the palace, so she shot an arrow out of the window which ordered soldiers to assist her father, but Empress Xia reacted by making the bold declaration that she was committing treason. She was arrested, while Yang Jun was quickly defeated, then all members of his clan were massacred. The emperor then summoned his granduncle Sima Liang back to Luoyang to serve as the new regent along with Wei Guan. Upon arriving, the new regents were wary of Sima Wei's ferocity in overthrowing Yang, so tried to strip him of military command. He was able to convince Emperor Xia to let him keep it, however. Then his assistants Qi Sheng and Gong Sun Hong spread rumours that the new regents were planning to seize power. Jianlan Feng already resented Wei Guan and wanted even more control over the government, so resolved to plot a second coup. She had Emperor Hui write another edict in 291, ordering for Sima Liang and Wei Guan to be stripped of all their titles. When Sima Wei received the letters, he was frustrated with what he read, as he was not mentioned among the princes who had to raise an army. His petition against the edict was denied, so he forged his own, which made him the commander of all military affairs, then took charge of the operation himself. His troops surrounded the mansions of Sima Liang and Wei Guan, and while their guards recommended resistance, each declined and was captured. They were both put to death, Sima Liang with his heir Sima Zhu, and Wei Guan with 9 of his sons and grandsons. With the military still under his control, Qi Sheng suggested that Sima Wei takes this chance to kill Empress Xia's relatives and take over the government altogether, but he hesitated. Empress Xia came to 2 realizations. First, her edict led to the deaths of Sima Liang and Wei Guan, which would inevitably lead to a political firestorm, and secondly, that Sima Wei could not be controlled very easily. She quickly rushed to publicly announce that Sima Wei had falsely issued the edict himself, then his troops all abandoned him. When he was captured and brought before the execution stage, he tried to show the edict to Liu Song, but Liu already knew Empress Xia was responsible. He was deeply saddened, but still carried out the execution, with Gongsun Hong and Qi Sheng ultimately sharing the same fate.